introduce Alex or?
Welcome to
You can kick this off, Alex. I reckon.
beautiful podcast, where we'll be talking about random shit, and there's only 4 of us, just random twats.
Introduce ourselves.
We're going to talk about anything there is. So on this episode, we're talking about footy and what's happening with the coronavirus and stuff. So does anyone want to give us a nice little point? Start us off.
United.
I reckon it shouldn't be
Tom.
voided.
Yeah, Tom.
It shouldn't be voided.
Voided.
You don't think it should be voided?
No.
I wonder
Why?
why.
Why do you think that, Tom?
Because. Yeah, right. Before we get into this, yes, I am a Liverpool fan. I've got 3 against 1 here.
You sound very
so
scout.
I'm going to take the points. Yeah, sure. My dad's end. So 75% of the season is already finished before this whole coronavirus. So why are we starting Why do we want to start a new season when we can just finish this one off and then a new one?
To be honest, I don't think it's about the top spots. I think the top spots are pretty much decided. I think it's bad for the relegation zone though, and who gets put down, who gets put up. You know
No, yeah, that is true because you
Yeah,
got also.
I don't have a problem with giving Liverpool the title. You see,
No,
it's
I do.
just
Oh no, I never.
I
thought
have a
you'd
massive
say
problem
that.
with that.
No.
Wait, Dan,
because
who do you
else
support?
deserves it really? I'm an Everton fan.
Well,
Let's clarify that. So
No.
I'm a Man United
But-
fan. Jack is City. Tom is
Okay.
Liverpool, and Dan is Everton.
Yeah.
Everton. I think.
No, but the thing is,
Okay.
no one
Controversial.
else in the league deserves it this season.
Because everyone was
Like
pants.
City haven't come close.
Yeah, I will admit that.
Leicester haven't come close. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
United definitely.
But then
haven't
again,
come
I
close.
can see from another fan's perspective that it'd be so funny if we were denied the title because of a virus.
Yeah,
It's just
Liverpool, in my opinion,
we
Liverpool
just put it
deserve it, but it'd be really
Yeah.
funny if they don't. But the thing is, though, if we're gonna stop, say, if Liverpool don't win the league, that means people can't get promoted, and people can't get relegated then. But then you've got teams like, for example, Forest, that they could be going in the playoffs. But then also you've got Watford,
you've got to
which
think-
could be relegated. But if they won more matches, they could stay up. But then that's where it's a bit.
But I saw the other day about the Champions League next season. They're basically going to guess who's going to qualify, and because Liverpool have already qualified for it, and people are saying we shouldn't have the league, you can't guess that people are going to qualify for Europe and we're not going to win the league because a City going to catch up to us. Is that realistic? Based on how we've been.
No,
this
they
season?
won't catch up to you.
Vole,
But
Manchester.
there's still there's
likely.
still that chance which they could, and that's why you're not given it.
Yeah, but if you look how many games we've lost this season, we've lost 1 game
Yeah.
and
I
drew
know.
1. So if you're
But
going
second
off
place, it's still possible to catch up. That's the thing. And
I
that's,
don't think
Theoretically,
honestly,
it is possible, but
it's not possible.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to fuck up massively.
Yeah, well, if you beat
Well, from
Watford,
a-
you would have the trophy now, wouldn't you?
from a second position perspective, I think either way, it's not exactly the most honourable way to win the Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, it's not. It's not. Not
Like
at all.
in the future, when or if you do win another Premier League, it will be you probably end up forgetting about this one. If you know what I mean?
Oh no, they won't.
doubt
We'll be
it.
hearing this
No.
from a 60, Joe.
I know, but when a Liverpool turns around and goes, "Oh yeah, remember when we absolutely pummeled the whole of the league?" Yeah, but it got stopped by coronavirus,
and
or
it
something
finished
like that.
early.
Yeah,
and it finished early.
yeah, and everyone will be asking like,
Yeah, but
oh,
we've
what's
still had
this
some
and
mad
that,
games
stuff
this
like that.
season.
Yeah.
And if you look at other leagues, PSG, what they're running away with it,
Yeah,
and that's being
Okay,
voided.
yeah.
So you can argue.
Yeah,
that,
the league-
but
So
the
we-
Yeah,
Eredivisie
so we've
the
already
other
seen that
day,
this
the
league hasn't been
Eredivisie-
voided. So do
that's
you reckon
big
this will
club
go on
mentality
to?
though.
No, it's not big club because they haven't decided to void it. It's been voided by the league ambassadors and stuff like
The
that.
league-
But Eredivisie, they're level on points with, I think is it Feyenoord, I want to say, that are second, but they're on goal difference.
Who was it?
So,
I remember
they're winning on goal
Juventus, like you're saying,
difference,
big club mentality. Juventus said they're fine without having the trophy.
Yeah, no, but if you look at Juventus, how many times they've won Serie A, and how
Yeah.
the margin at the second and first in Serie A is a point,
Does
we're just running away with
anyone
it.
actually know what's going on with the Eredivisie? Because Ajax and Alkmaar and level with points. Who's actually?
I've seen that they might overturn the decision. I just read there. but I doubt that'll happen. Not gonna lie.
I doubt.
Wait, what
It
did you
just
say, Tom?
depends. I read. I'll have a look now. I screenshotted it. Let me have a quick gander.
The thing is, though, the FA aren't going to let people overturn their decision because they're not allowed.
It says here, the Daily Mirror reported 2 days ago that Eredivisie could reverse the decision to end the season as the Premier League considers a stance.
What
That's
if the
all I've
Premier
got
League
here.
actually suspended their date too? Because I saw they've suspended it.
I think they want to get it done by June, which is unrealistic in my opinion.
I believe it's going to get to the point. It's going to get to that date, and they're going to go. No, it's going to be cancelled. I reckon they won't go through with it.
You've got to think. What you've got to think about is teams like, say, Bournemouth travelling to Newcastle. Like, how many people they're going to interact with? Like,
No, it's going to be
hotel
behind
they're gonna have to stay in.
closed doors, isn't it? If they're going to do it.
Yeah, I
behind
know,
closed
but you've got
doors.
to think of how they're going to get there, the travel,
Yeah,
the accommodation, the hotels, how it's going to have to be
because like
cleaned after
if you
the
think about
wet.
one, it could be one
It's just-
player, and the whole team can't play for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but then again, they'd probably test the players before they step
Yeah.
on the pitch. So,
Yeah, I've
I
just
don't
Speaking
know.
of,
I've just read
but is there
here.
much point going for that much hassle?
Yeah,
just to
speaking
finish
of
the football
spreading it,
season?
what's your opinions on let's say the league being actually played behind closed doors without fans?
I think you could do it,
Yes,
don't
you could
think
do it,
definitely.
I
but
don't
it
think
just
it's-
wouldn't be the
Yeah,
same
you
at all.
could do it, but think about it. Liverpool win the match that gives them a trophy, basically, and there's going to be no one there.
All you hear is Origi has won it. All you hear is the bloody boot hitting the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it will be different, obviously, as like the rest of life's been different recently. But I think if there's football on, and if these big television companies like BBC and ITV sort of stepped up and streamed these matches on their channels for the the general public.
Yeah.
I think we genuinely see like it gives some people like something to look forward to, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than just this same old just being stuck indoors.
Yeah.
Every weekend we'd have footy to like look forward to, and it gives people something to talk about, doesn't it?
but
Yeah.
the one thing you've got to remember is teams in like League Two, League One that aren't as big as other clubs and still rely on like gate receipts and that. You can't play behind closed doors in League One, League Two,
Yeah,
even
that's going to
non-league, 'cause
affect it.
clubs are
Because
relying.
if the Premier
on
League are
gate
playing and
receipts,
those leagues below aren't playing and people aren't getting into the playoff position, it's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be messed. Because they were thinking of the
That's
thing
how
of the
licenses
Premier
and
League. This won't happen, but they were saying that it could be 22 or 24 teams if they're gonna like get rid of
Yeah.
automatically promote.
but then they'd get rid
So
of more.
I think what was it?
before
The
season.
bottom two stay or whatever it was in our league, and then the top two go up from the Championship.
And for that to be done, then they need to make it an early start, or it digs into summer next season.
A late finish.
And that's the Euros, isn't it?
You got to think about players' holidays as well. You can't go on too long because players have got to have a rest, haven't they? And they
Yeah.
can't exactly go on. I don't think any of us are going to be able to go on holiday anyway, so it wouldn't really make a difference
No,
this
yeah.
year.
No.
But if
Yeah.
you're thinking of a longer league, then I don't know. It's just football's just fucked in it.
Yeah. Another thing
everything's
that
just
I
fucked.
saw was there was an idea of using the Premier League table that was halfway through the season,
Ooh, yeah.
which I actually completely
I
disagree with
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah.
teams like Watford,
Because
who
of
were
where
turned
Everton were.
yeah, Everton were 13th. What you call it though? But like Watford completely turned it round, didn't they? When Nigel Pearson came in,
Yeah.
and they were winning the majority of their games, and they completely turned the season around. They got out the
I
relegation
think
zone and
that's
stuff.
stupid.
So
'Cause like you say with Watford, teams could have a massive turnaround in a
Oh, yeah.
season,
yeah,
and then if you're going off the halfway point, that's just unfair.
yeah,
There's just no. That's just. But I'd be alright with that. We'd still probably be top of the
Yeah.
league.
yeah. You are Leicester second, I think.
Yeah.
To be honest with City though, it doesn't really matter if they avoid the season, apart from you're going for a Champions League.
What's happened with
Like,
that?
you're not going to qualify.
The case.
It's
I've
still
no
being
idea.
put through, but obviously because
Mm.
what of like quarantine and stuff, it's they can't
Yeah.
exactly have a court hearing without.
For-
like,
Do you reckon you'll be out of Europe next season, or do you reckon it'll be
I
returned?
think, honestly, in my opinion, I think we'll be out of Europe next season just because UEFA aren't going to.
All the lawyers he's got in.
Yeah, I know, but it was originally going to be 2 seasons, wasn't it? And UEFA aren't going to let us go like that because financial fair play is what basically keeps football teams relatively fair.
Because
I mean, what was it? What transfer was it?
It was the Wilfred Bony,
from
Swansea. I think we paid like 32 million or something from him.
How he turned out at
Yeah.
From my perspective,
Wasn't he training with like Newport or something?
Yeah,
I would prefer I wouldn't mind the league going on because I reckon United could maybe clinch Champions League spot. No, I reckon we could. We're like 3
yeah,
points
but the
off.
thing is, you would have clinched it anyway because you probably would have won the Donkey Europa League, wouldn't you? The
Yeah, and also that.
whatever.
But at the same time, Liverpool go and win the league, don't they? Which is fair.
Yeah.
Which is fair. You deserve it, definitely. But
Because
it'd be
if Liverpool,
so funny.
how would you react if Liverpool tomorrow won the league and the season got voided?
I'd be fine with that.
say,
Yeah,
right,
fair play.
fair play?
You deserved it. But
Yeah.
it'd be very funny if you didn't get it.
I
That's
reckon. I reckon that I wouldn't be too bothered because the fashion in which you've won it this season,
You've just dominated everyone apart from Watford.
Yeah.
like no, it's the thing. Like no one else deserves it.
Everyone's been rubbish.
But the thing is, with me, I just think it's written in the stars for this season. This virus to come along. Liverpool don't win the league, and it's just never going to happen in my
Oh
lifetime.
no, you will.
Like, it's actually, that's how much I want us to win
I'm
the
pretty
league.
confident.
It's
Even
mad.
as a Man City fan, I'm pretty confident looking at your team that you'll probably win it whenever the next season.
If you don't win
Yeah.
it this season, you'll win
But
it next
then you
season.
got-
I reckon you'll go.
Unless
as well.
Pep pulls
People
some
say,
out
like,
of
oh,
his,
we don't win it
like,
this
back
season,
pocket,
you'll never-
like Tagliafico or
Nah,
sorts out
Everton are going to
defence
win it
and
next
that.
season.
backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got
So you've
Ronaldo.
got to think the
on call.
Eredivisie is like, how competitive is the Eredivisie and Liga
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
compared to the
yeah.
Premier League? And look how far, if the Premier League really is the best league in the world and we so-called dominated it.
Well,
then
to be honest,
you've got to look
the
at that.
difference from first and second place, we have the biggest difference in all of Europe, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
but that can also be
Yeah.
turned into a positive because obviously we're in the best position out of all the leagues because it's quite clear who would have won the season if we carried on.
yeah.
yeah. It's not as controversial.
Yeah.
But then again, if you carried on the league and then under this lockdown, you can't stop people from going as close as they can to the ground. Because there
Yeah.
will be restrictions,
Mm.
but there will still be people gathering and they'll be breaking the social distancing, which I've seen quite a lot. Like, it's so annoying.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
there's people like that who'd go to the extremes just to see us win the league.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely
Yeah.
be like climb
Because
all over
if
the
it was City
stadium
or
on the
United,
roof.
if it was City, I don't think you. Because I'm not saying that you don't value the league.
The fans
but
wouldn't turn
you've
up.
seen it.
Liverpool fans have waited 30 years to see this. They'll be digging underground into the pitch with spoons just to see it.
Flying drones over the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as well away fans as
No,
well. You
but-
can't
yeah.
stop them from travelling down. That's more transport and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you say,
But I think they need to just block the motorways and stuff like that. But you have to get people to do that,
Berlin blockade.
and that's the problem. Yeah.
What's guys' opinions on players getting wage cuts on?
I was just about to say that.
I think that's the right thing
That's
to
to be
do.
honest, it's
I think it's
ridiculous
the right
though,
thing to
like
do.
the amount of money they're getting paid and the amount of money that can
I
be,
saw.
like,
I don't know if you guys
towards
saw.
PPE and
Roy
stuff.
Keane did a video and saying players
Yeah.
shouldn't be pressured into.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be pressured. They shouldn't be pressured into wage cuts. If they want to do it, they'll do it.
If they want to take the wage cut,
Yeah.
they'll do it. And there's people that are actually donating their wages to help the virus, like Ronaldo. Is it Ronaldo or?
Yeah.
I think I saw Bale's donating like $1 million
Yeah.
to like Spain and
But
Wales. I think people overbrand footballers as like pigs for the money they get.
Female
Yeah.
footballers don't get that money, do they?
Oh, no.
I wanted to bring this one up. It's an interesting one.
Are they getting wage cuts?
They're already on their wage
No, no,
cuts.
no,
They've been
no,
on their wage
seriously,
cuts their
like,
entire career.
Are they getting wage cuts?
We need to come off this quick. We need to come off this quick.
Oh no! Because if we're going at this, they are rubbish compared to men's.
Yeah.
Looking at it, I will put on the screen. There was a video I saw today. I'll put on the screen now of a goalkeeper going mental. No, the player going mental after the goalkeeper. She just fumbled their hand.
Yeah, sorry. I think I could have saved that with my eyes
yeah.
closed, and I have.
And I've never
broccoli
seen
hands.
that penalty
Like-
shootout where the keeper just like falls to the ground.
Yeah, it's celebrating like
Yeah.
mad. Jamaican.
But then this is going to go into like
feminism.
feminism and stuff. This topic.
Anyway,
Yeah, we really took
okay.
off this.
Yeah, that's
We took
fine.
off it.
back to Roy
we can
Keane.
branch off to
Back to Roy
to Roy
Keane's
Keane.
beard.
Yeah.
Nah, Roy Keane, to be fair, like
He's a beautiful man, isn't he?
I don't care who loves him or anything, but he's just a grumpy bastard, isn't he? Like
You know, my mum
To be fair, I
actually
don't
had a
mind
conversation with him.
it's just he doesn't.
Yeah,
He's so stubborn and like it's just
He's so cold,
he,
isn't
he has no open for like
Yeah, but I
emotion.
think that's what people like about him.
I like him
I don't
because he
like
was.
Roy
He's
Keane
just.
is great. I like
There's
Roy
no
Keane.
funny business. He just gets on with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
but he's,
It's like the players hugging in
You
the
should
tunnel
be
before the
hugging
game.
and kissing.
Ripped into Fabinho. And
It's not
They're going to war.
shut your mouth.
They're going,
You're going to war.
They're going
You're
to
going to
war.
war. You're going to war. You should be hugging and kissing each other. You could go to war.
Some of the things he says aren't
Yeah.
true.
He definitely cuddles his mum at night.
Like,
No, that's Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
I don't like him.
I wonder what he said recently. Actually, hold
He's
on.
been talking about Katie Hopkins, hasn't he? She's fit.
She's sexy.
she would actually get it.
wait, are United still in like cup competitions as well? Are you still
FA
in the FA
Cup.
Cup and
I think
League
we
Cup?
are, yeah. FA.
He kicked out.
You're not in the
winning
league,
Who did we
it,
are
are
you?
you?
Who did we?
Piers Morgan.
Who beat us in the League Cup?
It was City, weren't it?
Yeah, on aggregate, yeah. Because we beat them in the
Yeah, so-
return leg, I remember.
So technically, Alex, you've still got 2 cups you can win. You can still technically win a double.
Yeah. But I'd
Yeah, we can
rather
technically win the
not
treble.
win it and see Liverpool not win the league.
We can technically win
Yeah,
the treble.
that's fair enough.
What do you mean? We can't. No.
Yeah. No, you already won a treble.
We won the quadruple, mate. Domestic quadruple. Never been done in England before.
I know, that's your claim to
Rather
fame.
Pring-
No, I'm
I'd
just
rather win
saying, it's a good
Pringles
achievement.
speaker.
Yeah, you would at this rate, wouldn't you?
Good milk cup.
The dairy milk cup.
That's what Everton would be happy with.
I swear.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the trophy.
To be fair though, even voiding it for Everton, you're still fighting for something.
Oh
You
yeah.
still
Right.
want Europe to take your
Yeah.
club to the next step.
Oh, so 3 hours ago. So
Yeah.
close. What the
Like
fuck
biscuits
is
with like
this
cream
ad?
and all so.
Right, let's have.
It does get boring
Watching
being
some
an Everton
dodgy
fan,
videos.
though. Just the same thing every season.
See what Mourinho's doing recently.
No,
What?
Mourinho, yeah, I've just seen Mourinho
Dude,
digs in to help
Bet365
feed
advert.
Londoners.
Oh yeah, I
The
saw
picture
that.
of him with
I saw that.
Vegetables in a basket.
See, I don't like that man. After how he performed against Liverpool when Gerrard's famous slip. Oh, he went down the line, bashing his body warmer.
Like I'm reading
hated
here.
that
This
man
is
ever
on
since.
Standard. So almost a third of football fans would sacrifice their own club's prospects for the remainder of the season in order to see Liverpool miss out on the title. A survey has found.
Dude, that's just sad. I think
How many
call
people
us
got surveyed?
unbearable.
Like 6 or something.
I'd
No, but the
uh,
thing is, like, what clubs are actually relatively, like, how, and, like, who's actually liking Liverpool? Do you know what I mean? Like,
No
in the
one.
league, yeah, everyone's against you, but when they look at what you've done this season, like, even from a City perspective, like, it's still something to be proud of, obviously.
Is it
Yeah,
France?
because even if we don't win the league, I'll still be proud of how he went about this season. We literally it was a virus that more competition this season
Yeah.
than
Is
any
it
other
France or
team.
Germany
And
that
my
have
TV just turned
cancelled
off.
all sports?
France.
No, Germany is starting to. Germany want to get back in 2 weeks. I've heard 9th of May.
China are out of lockdown.
They want
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wuhan,
Yeah, I think
Wuhan
so.
market was open, like, a couple of months ago.
Just burn it.
Oh man, that is
Get
rubbish.
a striking squad down that street.
Alex?
Sorry. No, but they've started. Remember SARS back in 2000 and
Yeah.
they came from
I don't
there.
remember. It wasn't born that
No, I'm just saying, like, it
Remember
came
the
from there
treble?
as well.
Alex, remember the treble?
Yeah. Remember you had fans?
Would you? Right, I've got the Premier League table in front of me.
Yeah.
And this is interesting actually because Norwich are at the bottom on 21 points.
Yeah.
Then you got Villa, Bournemouth, Watford, West Ham. Right.
I had Bournemouth
West
go
Ham,
down.
Watford, and Bournemouth are all on 27 points. Right.
Yeah.
Aston Villa in 19th with 25 points. So 3 points would take them to 28 points and up to 16th.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
see,
Aston Villa have a match in hand. They have a game in hand.
that's where it's harsh because it's. I think they should do the rule where they just bring people up and don't take anyone down because on a club like Aston Villa that'll kill
But
them.
then again, if you're gonna, it won't kill them because they're through the
No,
roof.
but
Yeah.
they've had
Even if
actually
they go
a
down to
decent
the
You know what's
Champions
called?
League,
When
they'll straight back
Everton
up.
buy Jack Grealish, they'll have a bit.
Speaking
Oh
of
yeah, 'cause they're linked with
finances,
him as well, aren't they?
like you know,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Premier
yeah.
League really.
I've heard they're linked with Messi and like you
The
say
Premier
you're
League
a
really
fan
want
to
the
play
Premier League
for
want to
it.
finish this season only because everyone's going to sue them if they don't. All the clubs will sue them.
No, I doubt
No,
they
they
will.
will. Especially the bottom
think
ones.
the bottom
The bottom
clubs
clubs will, yeah.
I think you've got to think that the clubs that have no ambition, literally, their fans just don't care.
What, like the Crystal
Like-
Palaces?
Yeah, like the teams that don't threaten but don't.
They're all right.
Crystal
Get into
Palace,
positions where-
Southampton,
Vanilla
sort of
clubs.
Brighton.
Yeah, like.
Mm.
But then if Norwich go down, they won't be back in the Prem for another 4 years. Like they'll have to work at it. But with teams like Villa, how big they are of a club they are. What about La Liga? Have they?
I'll have
has
a
anything
look.
come out
I
about
haven't
I
that?
don't
heard
know.
anything
They've
about
been quite quiet recently, haven't they?
Because Spain went on lockdown. Is it 2 weeks before we did, or a week?
Oh, I don't know.
La Liga plans
And-
training return.
Yeah, because in Germany I saw they're training with like groups of 8.
Yeah, see, look,
But still, like,
Unai
social
Emery.
distancing.
this table. So Barcelona 58 points first. Real Madrid 2 points behind them, and things like that. Like an El Clasico,
You see, it's pretty much
separate
up for
that-
grabs.
Separate that out.
That's what I think they should do. If there's 2 teams that are actually that close
That's
neck
a
and neck,
shout. To be fair.
why don't they have like a playoff match for
Yeah,
it?
let's have a big tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
like
sick.
they could do playoffs with
Over different leagues.
Champions League spots as well, potentially.
Yeah, that's what they should do. But they're talking about the thing with UEFA. They're just gonna guess.
Yeah,
Well, what's the point?
mean,
Why?
they-
So it's basically gonna be the teams that always qualify.
I know it sounds horrible, but it could come down to bribes. Like UEFA are so corrupt, it
Yeah,
could come
money.
down to like
Just
bribing
looking here at the
people.
table.
Look at
Yeah,
Newcastle.
like
as well.
Sepp
Burnley.
Blatter might just sort of be sat there, just bathing in
Oi,
cash.
Burnley
yeah.
and Palace.
He's in
Burnley
prison,
and
isn't he?
Palace are 3 points off Europa League.
Burnley and
Yeah.
Palace.
A team like
Is
Palace
Everton
don't
around
deserve
there?
to be.
I think they're sort of-
Everton
Everton
are
around there, aren't
well,
they? Just below
4
Palace
points
or
off.
Burnley.
5 points
Yeah.
if you're going ahead, but yeah,
See, it's still doable.
Is that what's
Burnley
got?
will
Is that
slip
going to
up.
8th place?
that is going
yeah.
to 8th place. Yeah,
Slip up. Better not say that again. It's just things like that. Like even things that I feel like are fated with Liverpool, like the Gerrard slip,
Yeah,
and now this coronavirus, and the Karius mistakes in the final. It's like it's all cursed.
yeah, but for the fans that have been waiting for
But-
so long, like Liverpool's fan
Yeah, I
base,
know.
they deserve it.
oh, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Do Everton's not?
Why?
Yeah,
They can't
No, no,
afford
no,
to keep their
genuinely.
stadium up.
Yeah, but
Being supported by
JCB
pillars.
trucks are outside.
Supported by pillars.
No, but the thing is, we've been winning cups, like the Champions League, the Carling Cup, prestigious
Yeah.
Carling Cup. How can we forget?
this is actually
And then
mad.
hopefully
What's
the
that now?
Premier League.
Is that the Carabao Cup?
It's actually
Yeah.
mad to look at. 9th to 5th.
It's basically City.
No,
trophy
sorry,
now.
9th.
City of
9th to
own
4th is
City
8
owner.
points.
The City.
4th to 1st is like 30 odd points or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just such a big gap this season. Like, it's just they
Everyone's
can't
just
avoid
done
it.
terrible.
I don't think they can.
It's just
avoid
watching
it.
us. It's just we've literally been winning. Like I think commentators even know that we're going to win the games apart from Watford.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about Watford because that just.
Oh, it's Thomas 1-0. Oh, we'll win this. Oh, Thomas 2-0. It's fine. We'll win 3-2.
That's
Oh,
the thing,
Thomas
even when we're
3-0.
3-0 down, I still think we're going to win, and we're not.
You see,
Does anyone remember
it's
that
the
Troy
other way
Deeney
with
video?
me. When we're 3-0 up,
Yeah, I got
when we're
91
3-0
weeks.
up, I think we're going to lose 4-3.
Yeah.
I know. I'm
But
going to
that's
sound
just-
really big-headed now, but I think the same about City, like, especially this season. Like, I'm so worried watching them play. I always think John Stones or Otamendi are going to
You
fall
need to do what
over.
Liverpool did. You need to make a big statement in the transfer window and buy a centre half. And like one very good centre half can literally
Did that
sort your
with
back four
John
out.
And the
Stones,
thing is,
remember?
you got Laporte, didn't
And
you?
John Stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laporte's just been
Laporte
injured,
is class, to be
Yeah.
fair, but he's just not had a chance to warm into the season.
I don't understand how John Stones didn't
you need
perform
to-
for you that well.
Oh,
Because he's Everton
Money
made.
can't buy me
He's
stones.
He's
It
Everton
can't buy
made.
me stones.
That's why. He's Everton made.
I think
Oh, so he can't play for your
Yeah,
else.
he was good at Everton though. There's a reason you paid 50 million for him.
Suarez absolutely murked him though. Suarez murked him in derbies. Suarez murked everyone.
No,
back
you
then.
hate
thing
him
is,
as
though,
well.
right, think about this.
And Evra.
Oh
Pep
God.
Guardiola's
shut
come
Tom.
to City, right?
Cut that out, Alex.
Listen. Pep Guardiola's come to City, right? Everyone's like, oh yeah, big money club, and just spend money to win the league. Pep's come out and literally said, Jack Grealish is a great player, but he's too expensive for City. So he's clearly not.
Is he just saying that for the press?
Nah, I think he's got something behind him. He wants to bring someone through the ranks. Like, obviously Foden's there,
Foden.
but he wants.
Yeah, but Jack, you said
I
to me
think
the
he's
other
just
day-
making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jack, you said to me the other day, he's brought Foden through. We didn't want him because I said about Brahim Diaz at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player from FIFA anyway. And you're saying he only wants to bring one like youth prodigy through, but why aren't you bringing more? Like we've got Curtis Jones coming through. I know
We
he's
have
not
got a few coming.
the best.
We've got Taylor.
Honestly,
Elliott,
this I'm
we've
trying not to be
got
biased here, but I
Tommy
just
Doyle.
don't see Foden as going to be one of your better
No,
players.
but it's something. It's
'Cause
something to think about. It's something that gives City fans hope because no one's
I think
really
he needs to go out
The
on
last
loan.
person to come through our ranks was Micah Richards, for God's sake. Like,
That just to show your
He's a
you don't
confidence.
need
pundit.
hope with
That's what-
City.
But wasn't Micah Richards before the takeover?
yeah,
No, I don't think so.
yeah,
He was.
No, he was.
Was
Yeah.
it? Fair enough.
He was.
I think Richard Dunn do a good job.
Richard
Dunn
Dunn got
got
his
Yeah,
face
nowadays.
kicked in every game.
Brandon Williams has been our latest.
Yeah, but that's the thing with United. You have good.
We've,
You have,
I think
like, I'm not
ever
saying
since Van
out of
Gaal,
this
we've been
world.
starting to develop our youth academy.
Yeah.
Mike
Like with Rashford's a class example because I remember seeing him when he first his debut. I think it was it I
Michelin.
don't know who it was against. It was like a Europa League.
scored
team.
2
You were
goals.
there, weren't you?
And we were like, oh, well, that's
Um,
good. But it is Michelin that once again.
Like,
and
who's
then he
Rashford?
plays Arsenal in his Premier League debut and scores 2 goals again.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. If you need to get someone by the side of him, like Sancho, and you'd be laughing.
Well, I think
Sancho,
that's what
Sancho. No, chance.
Fernandez to play behind him. If he can put balls through.
Yeah, well, we said this about Fernandez, and look how dickheads we look then. Said, oh, you're not gonna get Sanchez. Fernandez.
I don't know,
It took a while though, didn't it?
Fernandez was talking
It did
to
take a
us
while.
like
Thing is
years
though,
before.
clubs just pull United's pants down. They just say,
They do, to
give
be
us an
fair.
extra 20 million. United like, okay, I actually.
No, we
only
did.
like
We did all
25
right
million.
with Fernandez. I think he was on like 50 mil in pounds, and he's on like 80k a week.
I think no, you're going for. I think
Oh,
Maguire.
no, Maguire
like,
was-
you really need. You
Oh,
really
God.
panic
That
bought
was
him.
panicky.
Oh,
that.
we needed a defender.
You could have
We
bought
needed a
you
defender.
You could have bought like Varane.
I don't think we don't
Why
think
didn't you buy
Varane would have
Varane or
came
something
to
like
us.
that.
We were after him for a while. He wouldn't have come to us.
You had a
Yeah, you're
chance
linked
to
with
get
Sancho.
Varane
Why would
instead of
Sancho
Phil
wanna come
Jones,
to you?
mate.
Yeah, true.
You
Oh,
signed
Phil
Phil
Jones was
for
obviously the
14
better
mil
player.
instead of Varane. Jesus Christ.
To be fair though, Phil Jones was like at Blackburn, what an absolute
He was a proper unit,
solid
wasn't he?
defender he was.